In the late 1990s and early 2000s, baseball witnessed the rise of one of the most rare and exciting talents in its history, Nomar Garciaparra. Hello, dear friends, I am Alder Santos, and welcome to our channel, Baseball Legends. With a swing that seemed to defy the laws of physics and an impeccable defense that turned the field into a spectacle, he quickly became one of the most admired and promising players in Major League Baseball, MLB. In just a few seasons, the Boston Red Sox shortstop won the hearts of fans and the attention of analysts, breaking records, defying expectations, and standing out as one of the biggest stars of the golden era of shortstops. But what really made Garciaparra stand out beyond his natural talent? Despite being constantly compared to giants like Derek Jeter and Alex Rodriguez, Garciaparra had a unique ability to reinvent himself, constantly adapting to the demands of the game and staying relevant even after the injuries that marked his career. His journey was full of ups and downs, but it was always fascinating. From his meteoric rise with the Red Sox, through the physical challenges that threatened his career, to the emotional impact of being traded to the Cubs in 2004, every step of his path left an indelible mark on baseball and the history of American sports. Watch this video until the end and discover how Nomar Garciaparra left his lasting mark on MLB history. Don't forget to share your memories and opinions in the comments below. In a sport where comparisons are inevitable and expectations can be overwhelming, Nomar Garciaparra knew how to stand out on his own merits, building a career filled with unforgettable moments and historic achievements. But beyond the numbers and awards, Garciaparra's legacy is deeply tied to his work ethic, his resilience in the face of obstacles, and his ability to inspire both his teammates and millions of fans around the world. In this story, we will explore the journey of one of the most talented and charismatic shortstops baseball has ever seen and how he became a true sports icon, both on and off the field. Nomar Garciaparra was born on July 23, 1973, in Whittier, California, and from a very young age, he demonstrated an exceptional talent for baseball. Raised in a family that encouraged sports, he began developing his skills in childhood, playing both with friends and in organized leagues. His full name, Anthony Nomar Garciaparra, is a tribute to his father, Ramon, with Nomar simply being Ramon spelled backward. From an early age, his dedication to the game stood out as he spent hours practicing fundamentals and refining his technique, traits that would later become hallmarks of his career. As a teenager, Garciaparra became one of the most promising players in California, catching the attention of scouts and coaches who foresaw a brilliant future for him in baseball. During high school, Nomar attended St. John Bosco High School, a school known for its competitive sports programs. There, he quickly established himself as one of the team's top baseball players, recognized for his impressive skills both at the plate and in the field. His natural instinct for the game and relentless work ethic made him a highly sought-after athlete, receiving offers from several prestigious universities. However, instead of signing a professional contract right after high school, Garciaparra chose to further develop his skills in college baseball, a decision that would prove crucial to his career. He decided to join the team at the Georgia Institute of Technology, one of the nation's top universities for developing MLB talent. At Georgia Tech, Garciaparra quickly established himself as one of the best players in college baseball. As the starting shortstop, he displayed an impressive command both offensively and defensively. Under the guidance of Coach Danny Hall, Nomar refined his skills even further, becoming a cornerstone of the team. His performance gained national attention as he combined speed, precision in throwing, and a disciplined approach at the plate. During his time at the university, his talent was essential in elevating Georgia Tech's baseball program to national prominence. Garciaparra's competitive mentality and tireless work ethic set him apart from the rest, and he quickly became one of the most respected players in the college baseball scene. The 1994 season was a turning point in Garciaparra's college career, as he helped lead Georgia Tech to the College World Series Finals, the National Collegiate Championship. Although the team did not win the title, his performance throughout the tournament was remarkable and cemented his reputation as one of the country's top prospects. During his time at Georgia Tech, he maintained an outstanding batting average and displayed an exceptional ability to shine in critical moments. Additionally, he played alongside other future MLB stars, such as Jason Vartek and Jay Payton, forming one of the most talented college teams of that era. His combination of athletic ability and baseball intelligence made him an ideal candidate for a bright future in professional baseball. With an elite college performance and a history of consistency and dedication, Nomar Garciaparra entered the 1994 MLB draft as one of the most promising players of his class. His offensive ability, refined defense, and winning mentality made him an attractive pick for several MLB franchises. However, it was the Boston Red Sox who decided to bet on his talent, selecting him in the first round with the 12th overall pick. For Garciaparra, this moment represented the realization of a childhood dream and the beginning of a new journey toward baseball's elite. The Red Sox organization saw in him the potential to be a franchise shortstop, capable of making a significant impact on the team for years to come. His meteoric rise in the college ranks had prepared him for the pressure and expectations that came with transitioning to professional baseball. Upon signing with the Red Sox, Garciaparra began his journey in the minor leagues, but his talent quickly became evident, accelerating his arrival in Major League Baseball. The experience he gained at Georgia Tech provided him with a solid foundation to face the challenges of professional baseball, and his work ethic remained a key differentiator. From his earliest days in the organization, he demonstrated that he had all the tools to become a great player in MLB. His time in college baseball was essential in shaping the athlete and the person he would become, serving as a springboard for one of the brightest careers of the late 1990s and early 2000s. Nomar Garciaparra made his Major League Baseball MLB debut for the Boston Red Sox on August 31st, 1996, a moment eagerly anticipated by fans and baseball analysts. He had already shined in the minor leagues, showing undeniable talent both at the plate and in the field, which generated great expectations for his arrival in the big leagues. During that final stretch of the season, Garciaparra had the opportunity to play in 24 games, posting a .241 batting average with 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. Although these numbers were just a small preview of what he could offer, it was already clear that the Red Sox had a special player in their hands. His confident demeanor, combined with his intensity and high baseball IQ, indicated that he could be the franchise's shortstop of the future. As a result, he ended 1996 as one of MLB's most promising prospects and prepared for a breakout year in 1997. The 1997 season marked the emergence of Nomar Garciaparra as one of baseball's biggest sensations. In his first full season in the league, he quickly established himself as one of the most dominant players in MLB, showcasing a lethal combination of contact, power, and speed. Playing in 153 games, he posted an impressive .306 batting average, along with 30 home runs, 98 RBIs, and 209 hits, leading the league in the latter category. Additionally, Garciaparra put together a remarkable 30-game hitting streak, cementing himself as a constant offensive threat. His spectacular offensive performance, combined with his reliable defense at shortstop, earned him the American League Rookie of the Year award unanimously, an achievement reserved only for truly exceptional talents. The way he dominated the season right from the start led experts and fans to compare him to some of the greatest shortstops in history. With his exciting style of play and fearless approach on the field, Garciaparra quickly became one of the most electrifying players in MLB by the late 1990s. He was part of a generation of talented shortstops who revolutionized the position, alongside Derek Jeter and Alex Rodriguez, forming a trio that would dominate the league in the years to come. While Jeter was known for his leadership and consistency, and Rodriguez for his overwhelming power, Nomar combined both styles, being an explosive hitter and a highly reliable defender. His meteoric rise helped reignite enthusiasm among Red Sox fans, who saw him as the key piece to bringing the team back to glory. More than just a promising rookie, he quickly became the face of the franchise and one of the most respected players in the league, bringing hope that Boston could finally compete with the top teams and chase a World Series title. Between 1998 and 2000, Nomar Garciaparra reached the peak of his career and solidified himself as one of the most dominant players in Major League Baseball. After a spectacular rookie year, he not only maintained his level of performance, but elevated it even further. In 1998, Garciaparra continued to impress with his offensive ability, recording 35 home runs, 122 RBIs, and a .323 batting average. His combination of power and contact made him the heart of the Red Sox lineup, playing a crucial role in leading the team to the playoffs. However, it was in 1999 and 2000 that he truly established himself as a superstar, winning the American League batting title in both seasons and enhancing his reputation as one of the best shortstops in recent MLB history. His undeniable talent and presence on the field made him one of the most exciting players in baseball, someone fans loved to watch and opponents feared facing. The 1999 season was one of the highlights of Garciaparra's career, as he posted an outstanding .357 batting average, the best in the American League, along with 27 home runs and 104 RBIs. More than just the numbers, his impact was felt in crucial moments, serving as the offensive engine of the team throughout the year. Thanks to his performance, the Red Sox secured a playoff spot, advancing to the American League Championship Series, ALCS, before being eliminated by the New York Yankees. Garciaparra was a key figure in the postseason, hitting .417 in the divisional series against the Cleveland Indians, helping Boston overcome one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. His 1999 performance earned him a 7th-place finish in the American League MVP voting, recognizing the enormous impact he had on the team. Even with the painful playoff elimination, it was clear that Garciaparra was one of the most complete and dominant players in MLB. In 2000, Nomar continued his trajectory of excellence, once again leading the American League in batting average, this time with .372, the best mark of his career. His precision at the plate, combined with his ability to drive in runs and deliver consistent performances, made him one of the most feared shortstops in the game. Alongside Derek Jeter and Alex Rodriguez, he was part of a generation that revolutionized the position, proving that shortstops could be not only solid defenders, but also elite hitters. While Jeter was the centerpiece of the Yankees and Rodriguez put up staggering numbers with the Seattle Mariners, Garciaparra was considered the purest hitter among the three, with exceptional bat control and an aggressive approach that constantly put opposing pitchers under pressure. His popularity among Boston fans was immense, and the expectation was that he could be the leader of the team in a potential World Series title run. Nomar Garciaparra was not just an excellent player. He was a baseball icon in the late 1990s and early 2000s, a golden era for shortstops in MLB. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, MLB witnessed the peak of a historic generation of shortstops, with Nomar Garciaparra being one of the three central figures in this phenomenon, alongside Derek Jeter and Alex Rodriguez. The trio redefined expectations for the position, bringing a lethal combination of solid defense and offensive impact rarely seen in shortstops before. Before this new generation, the position was traditionally occupied by more defense-oriented players, while great hitters usually played other positions. However, with the rise of Garciaparra, Jeter, and Rodriguez, shortstop became an offensive powerhouse, completely changing the way teams built their rosters. Each of them had a distinct style. Jeter was the natural leader of the Yankees, known for his consistency and ability to shine in crucial moments. Rodriguez was the most powerful in terms of home runs and physical strength, while Garciaparra stood out for his impressive batting average and technical skill at the plate. Despite inevitable comparisons, Nomar Garciaparra had a unique profile among the three. His hitting style was considered one of the most efficient in the league, characterized by a quick and explosive swing that allowed him to make consistent contact. While Jeter was famous for his postseason presence and Rodriguez amassed massive numbers, Garciaparra was seen as the purest hitter of the trio, winning back-to-back American League batting titles in 1999 and 2000. Additionally, his defensive presence was highly underrated. Though he wasn't as media-friendly as Jeter or as athletic as Rodriguez, he had quick reflexes and excellent range, making him a reliable defender for the Red Sox. His energy and intensity on the field made him a fan favorite in Boston, and his impact was so significant that, for a period, there was a legitimate debate about whether he was the best shortstop in MLB. If not for the injuries that followed in the coming years, his career could have taken an even more legendary path. The golden era of shortstops not only produced three of the greatest players of all time, but also marked a paradigm shift in MLB, elevating the status of the position far beyond what was previously imagined. Among this trio of talents, Garciaparra was the one who best symbolized technical dominance, a natural hitter who combined power and precision like few in the history of the position. His name may not have reached the same level of longevity and accomplishments as Jeter and Rodriguez, but his impact on baseball was undeniable. By the late 1990s, it was impossible to talk about the league's best players without mentioning Nomar, and his presence helped reignite the Red Sox-Yankees rivalry, giving Boston an idol to rival Jeter in New York. Even today, MLB fans look back on this period as one of the most exciting in baseball history, and Garciaparra will always be remembered as a fundamental part of this unforgettable chapter in sport. Starting in 2001, Nomar Garciaparra's trajectory with the Boston Red Sox began to be affected by injuries that compromised his consistency and dominance in the game. During spring training that year, he suffered a serious injury to his right wrist, a major issue for an elite hitter as it directly impacts the ability to generate power and precision at contact. This injury kept him out of action for almost the entire season, limiting him to just 21 games. A frustrating number for a player accustomed to being one of the team's main offensive pillars. The recovery process was slow and challenging, and when he finally returned, he was still feeling the effects of the wrist issue. For the first time since arriving in MLB, his future seemed uncertain, as his performance was no longer as dominant as before. The Red Sox felt the impact of his absence, finishing the season out of the playoffs, while the media and fans began to question whether Garciaparra could return to his superstar level of the late 1990s. Despite physical challenges, Garciaparra demonstrated his resilience and talent during the 2002 and 2003 seasons, managing to regain some of his offensive productivity. In 2002, he posted solid numbers, with a .310 batting average, 24 home runs, and 120 RBIs, proving that he was still one of the most dangerous hitters in the league. The following year, he continued to perform well, recording a .301 AVEG, 28 home runs, and 105 RBIs, helping the Red Sox reach the playoffs and come within one step of the World Series. However, despite these impressive numbers, the impact of injuries and changes within the team began to raise doubts about his future in Boston. The franchise's management started considering roster changes in pursuit of a championship, and rumors of a possible Garciaparra trade, including negotiations involving Alex Rodriguez, began to gain traction. For the first time, he no longer seemed untouchable on the team, and this uncertainty regarding his tenure would become a determining factor in the events of the 2004 season. The 2004 season was a turning point in Nomar Garciaparra's career and in the history of the Boston Red Sox. Even as an iconic figure of the franchise and one of the most beloved players among fans, his relationship with the team began to deteriorate. At the start of the year, failed contract renewal attempts and negotiations to acquire Alex Rodriguez in a trade that would involve him only fueled speculation about his future. Additionally, his performance that season was not at the same level as in previous years, with some physical limitations still affecting his defensive and offensive play. Then, in one of the most impactful moves in recent MLB history, on July 31, 2004, during the trade deadline, Garciaparra was traded to the Chicago Cubs in a multi-team deal. The Red Sox received Orlando Cabrera and Doug Minkiewicz, two key defensive players for the remainder of the season. Garciaparra's departure was a shock to fans, who saw him as an essential part of the team and a symbol of the hope of winning the long-awaited World Series title. Despite the emotional impact of the trade, the moves made by the Red Sox ultimately proved crucial for that year's historic championship run. With the addition of Cabrera and Minkiewicz, the team gained defensive solidity, and the chemistry within the roster improved significantly. The Red Sox staged one of the greatest comebacks in playoff history, defeating the New York Yankees in the ALCS after trailing 3-0 in the series, an unprecedented feat in MLB. In the World Series, they swept the St. Louis Cardinals in 4 games, ending the curse of the Bambino and securing the franchise's first title since 1918. Even though he was absent from the final stretch of the campaign, Garciaparra was always remembered as an essential part of the team that helped lay the foundation for this victorious era. His legacy in Boston remained intact, but his career would take a new direction from that moment, leaving the Red Sox behind and starting a new phase in MLB. After being traded to the Chicago Cubs in 2004, Nomar Garciaparra had a few good seasons, but injuries began to significantly impact his performance. Despite this, he remained a respected presence in the lineup, showing flashes of his old form, especially in his first season with the Cubs, when he hit .301 in 54 games. However, recurring injuries, particularly to his legs and wrist, prevented Garciaparra from maintaining consistency throughout the season. Even so, he helped the Cubs reach the playoffs in 2007, a feat the team had not achieved in over a decade. However, his physical struggles persisted, and Garciaparra was eventually transferred to the Los Angeles Dodgers in 2006. During his time with the Dodgers, 2006 to 2008, Garciaparra underwent a reinvention of his career, trying to adapt to his new reality as a veteran player and overcome his physical limitations. He was moved to third base while also serving as a versatile player capable of covering multiple positions on the field. Although the adjustment was challenging, Garciaparra continued to provide solid hitting, maintaining his batting average and discipline at the plate. His tenure with the Dodgers had its ups and downs, but he was an important part of the team during the 2006 to 2008 seasons, particularly in the leadership role he provided to younger players. In 2009, his MLB journey came to an end when he signed with the Oakland Athletics, but the decline of his body and recurring injuries led him to announce his retirement shortly after a brief season. His final stretch in the league was marked by attempts to adapt and extend a career filled with highs and lows, but his skill and intelligence in the game remained evident. Following his official retirement in 2010, Nomar Garciaparra signed a symbolic one-day contract with the Boston Red Sox, ensuring that he would retire with the team where he became a legend. Although his tenure with the Red Sox was marked by some ups and downs due to injuries that affected his performance, he left an indelible mark on the franchise's history. His hitting ability, sharp defense, and charisma, which made him an icon in the 1990s, ensured a fond remembrance among Boston fans. By retiring with the team that saw him shine, Garciaparra secured his legacy in the hearts of Red Sox supporters. Although injuries were a major obstacle in his career, limiting his potential for even greater success, Garciaparra is widely remembered as one of the best shortstops of his generation. His combination of offensive and defensive skills made him one of the most exciting players of his era, with impressive consistency in the early years of his career. Despite the interruptions caused by injuries, he was always respected for his dedication to the game and the impact he had on every team he played for. Garciaparra remains a role model for young baseball players, remembered not just for his stats and accolades, but for the way he played the game with passion and integrity. His legacy transcends the difficult moments, making him one of the great names in baseball of his time. Nomar Garciaparra's personal life is highlighted by his marriage to Mia Hamm, one of the greatest legends in women's soccer. Their relationship is admired both within and beyond the sports world, as both are prominent figures in their respective sports. Mia Hamm, a former player for the U.S. women's national team, won numerous titles, including the 1999 Women's World Cup, while Garciaparra built his own legacy in baseball. Together, they form one of the most influential couples in the sports world, combining athletic success with a strong commitment to various social and philanthropic causes. Beyond their sports careers, Nomar and Mia are actively involved in several social and athletic initiatives. The couple supports efforts to promote gender equality, empower young athletes, and assist charitable organizations. Mia Hamm, in particular, has been a strong advocate for the promotion of women's soccer, and together they have used their platform to raise awareness of social issues and support projects that benefit underprivileged communities. Garciaparra, for his part, has dedicated himself to causes related to education and health, demonstrating that his influence extends far beyond the baseball field. The union of these two great athletes and their contributions off the field further solidify the impact they have on society. After retiring from baseball, Nomar Garciaparra reinvented himself as a sports analyst, bringing his experience and knowledge of the game to broadcasts. He worked as a commentator for ESPN and the Dodgers Network, where he stood out for his clarity and insight in analyzing the game. His ability to explain the technical aspects of baseball, combined with his charismatic personality, made him a popular presence among fans watching the games on television. Additionally, Garciaparra brought a unique perspective to baseball, thanks to his vast experience as a player and his deep understanding of the dynamics of MLB. Garciaparra was also honored for his historical contributions to baseball by being inducted into the Boston Red Sox Hall of Fame, an accolade recognizing the lasting impact of his career with the franchise. He was one of the most beloved players by Red Sox fans, not only for his talent, but also for the passion and dedication he always displayed on the field. Even after retirement, Garciaparra continues to be remembered as one of the greatest shortstops in MLB history, having defined an era in the franchise and the sport as a whole. His legacy is immortalized in the pages of baseball history, highlighting him as an exceptional player whose love for the game and resilience continue to inspire future generations. Nomar Garciaparra was much more than an outstanding baseball player. He embodied the passion, resilience, and skill that defined a generation of athletes. From his early days with the Boston Red Sox to his impact on MLB, he always demonstrated unwavering dedication to the game. His meteoric rise and the challenges he faced over the years reflect not only the talent he possessed, but also the mental strength that allowed him to persevere despite injuries and obstacles. He was one of the key figures in raising the standard for shortstops and redefining the position, and his legacy extends beyond impressive statistics. When considering Nomar's impact off the field, we must highlight his personal life, marked by his partnership with women's soccer legend Mia Hamm. Together, they have become one of the most admired couples in sports, with a remarkable focus on social causes and the development of young athletes. Their philanthropic work, along with Garciaparra's presence in the media as a sports analyst, showcases that he is a person of many talents and that his influence extends beyond the baseball diamond. Garciaparra's legacy is also deeply connected to his ability to leave a lasting impression on fans' hearts, not only because of his skills, but because of how he handled success and adversity. His journey reminds us that true success is not just measured by trophies or victories, but by how a person remains true to themselves and their values, even when facing the toughest challenges. He was more than just a baseball player. He was a symbol of integrity under pressure, a model of perseverance. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more fascinating content, and activate the notification bell to stay updated. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. Finally, Garciaparra's impact on baseball cannot be underestimated. He was not only one of the best shortstops of his generation, but also a model of professionalism, ethics, and love for the sport. He continues to inspire, educate, and influence both on and off the field, whether through his sports analysis or his involvement in social initiatives. Nomar Garciaparra is remembered not just for his home runs or batting statistics, but for the person he became and the lessons he left behind. His story, marked by highs and lows, is proof that greatness is not just about what you achieve, but also about how you face challenges and stay true to your purpose. Until the next journey, dear baseball fans,